I love you. I love you. I love you, Lord, today. Oh, because you cared for me in such a special way. That's why I praise you. I lift you up and I magnify your name. That's why my heart is filled with praise. You know, there was a young man in a video on Facebook, and he said, I'm tired of this church. And I can dig it. I can dig it. You know, I was on the job, and you got some people on the job that claim to be saved. They claim to be pastors. They claim to be Christians. They claim to be redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. But the way they act, the meanness and the rudeness and the inconsideration that they walk in is mind-boggling. And I'm not butthurt or anything about it. But I can understand why people who are not saved, I ain't coming to your church. I'm saved and I don't want to come to your church. I'm tired of you and your church. You know, people that do not profess Christ and do not profess Christianity tend to show more love than a lot of the ones who are in the church. And it's sad. It's sad, it's disheartening, and it's discouraging. The Bible tells us that the world will know that we are Christians because of our love. The world should see something different in us. Some people say it's okay to curse and to swear as a Christian. Well, I've read where it says let no profane thing come from your mouth. You know, there ought to be a difference in those who profess to be saved and in those who profess to not be saved, to not be believers. Just like there's a difference in somebody who says, you know, I'm working, and somebody who may not be working. It's an obvious difference. That may be a bad example. But the point of the matter is there should be a difference. Do you get sweet and bitter water from the same fountain? No. Let God be true and every man a lie. There should be a difference if you are saved. Many times we invite people to the church, but we don't realize we are the only Bible that many people will ever read. So before they get to your church and hear you sing and hear you preach, they're watching your lifestyle. They're watching how you cuss worse than them. They're watching how you're getting more numbers from the chicks than they are. They're watching how mean you are, how rude you are. You know, they're paying attention to all that stuff. So, you know, I want to encourage you that, you know, if you say you're saved and you say you love the Lord, there should be a difference. There should be a difference. There's a song that says, there is none like you. Oh, no one else can touch my heart like you do. I can search for all eternity long and find there is none like you. Isn't that good news? There's nobody like Jesus. There is none like you. Can I get a witness? No one else can touch my heart like you do. Oh, I can search for all eternity long and find there is none. There is none. There is none. Whoa, there is none. I want to encourage you If you found yourself being one of those Christians who are just evil, who are just mean, you're angry all the time. Hey, I get it. Things happen in life, you know. We go through things, and sometimes they discourage us. Sometimes they just mess with our minds, and sometimes we find ourselves being overwhelmed, you know. But I want to encourage you, since we know there is none like him. There is nobody that can comfort us. There's nobody that can deliver us and keep us like him. I challenge you to go to the rock. I challenge you to go to the rock of your salvation and say, Father, help me. Father, I love you. I'm saved. I'm sanctified. I'm a different person, but I don't act like it sometimes. I need your help. You know, we got some grandchildren, and sometimes they do little things, and you try to help them with it. They say, I got it. Let me do it myself. And you know, sometimes we do that. Sometimes we take things out of God's hands and we try to fix it ourselves. And with the grandbabies, sometimes when they make a mistake and they spill it or they drop everything, they say, uh-oh. Other words, I need your help now. Sometimes we got to tell God, hey, Lord, Father, uh-oh. Watch out now. Uh-oh. I've made a mess of things again. I'm running people away from your kingdom with my attitude, with my disposition. Help me. Somebody in scripture said, I believe, but help thou my unbelief. Well, I'm not going to talk you to death. You know how preachers are. You give them a mic, they can go on and on and on. But this is Pastor Fields, pastor of the Free on the Inside Ministry, Civic Ministry. And I want to encourage you to follow me, and I will follow you. Remember, it's dangerous to be a lost sheep. No one else can touch my heart like you do. I can search for all eternity long and find there is none like you. God bless you.